objective. So today we are going to talk about stress. Yes, because a lot of people are talking about stress, a lot of people are talking about stress post-COVID, all that stuff. The truth is that stress for car designers and car design students, it's normal, okay? So now it's 9:40 in India. Okay, good. And this is not a new thing, you know. We all go through stress. There are people that with stress can perform really well because they like that pressure. It becomes like their power, you know, their power resource. Hi Kartik, ciao. And for other people, stress is something that creates really bad moments, bad times in the head. And therefore, if you're a creative person, if you're in a negative mood because of stress, your creativity will be affected. That's normal. That's life. That's human. So, I had a student, I have a student that it's preparing his portfolio for admission, okay, entry portfolio to get admitted to university for a master program. And this guy got stressed. He got stressed because he was really scared not to make it, that everything was not good enough, and therefore he was pushing, forcing himself to sketch more every day, to try to find the perfect, the perfect ideas to improve everything. And he put so much pressure on himself that at the end he almost got a burnout. He told me last week, said, I don't know what to do because I have no more creativity. Yes, system, I agree with you also for the architects. So I told him very simply that calm down. You know, to be car designer, to be designers is something that belongs to the passion, the talent, the skills that come from the inner part of ourselves, from the very emotional part of ourselves. Therefore, everything is affecting our mood can have a positive or negative effect on how we perform as designers or as artists. As a System 120W said, as architects, you know, industrial designers, you know. So, because we are not robo, okay, we are not machines, but we are human beings, we have to learn when is the time to cool down and to let it go, which means don't work, just don't do it. I am the first one to tell you that if you get to a point during your homework, during your exam, during your test, you know, those days before those important milestones, you know, for school or even for work, you know, and we have a presentation to prepare, I'm the first one to tell you, you don't have to force yourself to do what in that moment you can really not feel like doing it. If you really feel like you cannot do it. Because for us, it's much better to take a couple of hours, half a day off, and do something completely different so that you can light up your head. And then when you come back to your desk, because you want to go back to your sketch and of course improve your project, your ideas will be much clearer, you will not be that negative, and then you can become again very constructive in terms of how you can perform. Theonis, ciao, hello, it was important to have studied mathematics to be admitted in design school, but not really, to be honest. Yeah, okay. Mathematics, no, there is one thing, Theo, there is one thing I have to tell you, and I tell everybody, always. When you go to university, okay, means that you finish your high school, your college, your high school, all right? To go to a bachelor you have to send to the car design school or to the design school all the grades you had in high school. And if the school is a foreign school, all those documents will be translated officially in order to answer to the official request of the documents you have to present, okay, for the admission. That's the rules. Those are the rules. I did the same thing when I went to university in USA. I translated all the grades of the schools I did in Italy, and all the documents were translated official with a stamp. This means that if you have low grades, some schools might say you don't have the requirements, you don't meet the requirements to get accepted. So my strong advice to everybody is that no matter whether it's mathematics or English literature or history or geography, whatever, you have to go well in school. You have to have good grades. You have to study. Don't make the stupid thing that you're gonna have bad grades, that you're gonna just move on, promoted with the minimum of the grades, because some universities don't like minimum grades to pass. They want to have a higher average level grades. Okay? So this is very important for all of you. Okay, so said that, I want to tell you, let's go back to the stress, okay? So I told my student, I said, but please tell me one thing. It's a couple of weeks you tell me you are stressed. Why do you keep on making lots of sketches, okay, every single day? You show these sketches to me, and I tell you, look, these sketches are not getting any better. Why are you doing this? Why don't you stop? And you know what he answered me? He said, because I won't say the name, I won't say the name. Yeah, because there is a YouTuber that is very famous, like you, sketching cars, that said the best way to improve, you have to sketch every single day, even if you don't feel like. But you have to force yourself to sketch. Okay, so I am officially telling you now, this is wrong. Okay? That's wrong. You cannot violate yourself that way. Because if you do that, you put yourself in a big psychological conflict, Of course. So I don't want you to go to add stress on stress. No, I am the first one to tell you, okay? I'm the first one that tells you, as an ex-teacher, designer, design manager, okay, since many years, that when you reach a point during which you know that you are not doing any better, any improvement, all the hard work, it's useless, that's the moment you have to stop. I want you to stop, okay? Relax. Life is not that bad. Go get a beer, go get a nice soda. Go and do some sports, go out. Take an excuse to go out. Go into a shop. Go into a shopping center. Do something. Go watch the soccer game match on TV. Or watch a movie. Take 2 hours and watch a nice movie. Okay? Have fun with your family, with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever. But it is important that you learn when is the time during a design process, okay? Before an accomplishment, before an important moment of your life connected to car design, connected to the school, or connected to the work. You have to learn at the moment, you have to take 1 hour for yourself. Really for yourself. Because if you don't do it, you violate yourself. Let me read. You are explaining is amazing. This is kind of like therapy, to be honest. Okay, I don't know. I'm not a therapist. But I can tell you, Pranit, that for designers, but not only for designers, but because we talk about design and how to be very creative, okay? Creativity, it's really beautiful. When you do a sketch and then you get another idea and then you keep going and then you get another idea, that creative process, it's nurturing itself. When you are in a very good mood, you are very charged, yes, let's do it, let's make it, But then you get you get sometimes moments of your life because you broke up with your girlfriend or with your boyfriend. You have a really big fight with your parents, which is something you should not do, never. Maybe in school, something bad. Maybe the police stopped you because you were running and you got a ticket and therefore you are mad at yourself. Okay, if those things happen, which is normal things in life, breathe. Okay, breathe. Don't get into the sketching, thinking that your brain, your rational part of your brain is completely disconnected to the artistic part of your brain. It's not like that. They are connected. So one is affecting each other's. So you have to get back that good mood, and you get that good mood when you solve those problems. Or when you organize things, understanding that those problems will be solved because you got the solution, okay? So that you don't get the stress, okay, into your daily creative activity, and therefore you can perform better. Let me read some message. Sometimes it is important to press yourself if you have a time issue. Yes, Mohammed. I agree, because I am somebody that works really well under pressure. But there is a moment when the problem is important, that is more important than the job or the project. Then in that moment I stop, I say, no, this is a priority. And then I have to take care of that. Because sometimes, family, kids, whatever. You are leaking. Thank you, Kumar. Thank you very much. Hi, Sketch Ideas. How are you? Welcome back. If you did not subscribe to my channel, please do it, because here, as you can see, we talk about interesting things, and during the week we sketch also live. So remember, it's gonna be Wednesday, the new day of sketching, because on Tuesday I'm full of meetings at work and I don't have the time to be here at 9:30 for India and 5 p.m. for Europe, okay? So let's not forget that. Put your likes, because there are only 8 likes and we are 18. Therefore, there are missing some likes on this video. Thanks. All right. So now somebody said, how do I know when I reach that limit, the limit that I'm not doing anything better, and therefore it is better if I stop for a while? Well, it's easier for me on the outside. You show me your work, I follow you. Isaac, ciao. I follow you daily, weekly, and then I realize that your work is not improving, it's stagnating, and then I start thinking, what's going on with this guy? There might be some problem that he's not talking about. So when my student of Saturday, my Saturday student said, you know what, I don't know what to do, I'm really stuck. When he said I'm really stuck, I understood. And I told him, you put too much pressure on yourself. Don't worry. I mean, besides, to be honest, his entry portfolio is not bad at all. But he is somebody that is thinking, and what if it doesn't work? So I have to do more. Which is a good, it is not a bad habit. It's a good thing. But as I say often, don't abuse of it. Because you know better than me that if we abuse of something, that something is going to be bad for our health, So the advice I give you really, from my heart to you, it's take your time. Don't be constantly under pressure, because it does not mean that under pressure you will do much better than much better on your work. You improve your work. Okay. So anybody, any question? If you want to offer me a coffee, if you find this useful, you have the super chat and super sticker to do that if you want. And okay, now we have 12 likes. That's very good. Thank you. All right. If you have any questions, now is the time to write down. Okay, so that I can read your questions, give you some answers. All right. It's 5:30 here, and in 15 minutes I will be finished with you. So Nisha, after a long time I found a good design teacher like you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for your thank you, Nisha. I'm very happy. I'm very glad that you like this channel and what we do here. Extremely difficult to create people to accept that in a large company decisions are made at other levels to which it does not have access. I know a lot of people who decide to resign, become freelancers, or found a job where they make decisions. Alexander, I think that there is a sort of a frustration that belongs to every designer. Okay, a bit up my CV as a car designer. Mohammed, about your CV question, there is a very good video I made on CV. Okay, there is a video here on this channel, or a couple of them, in which I explain how you prepare a CV for car designer. Okay, so please go and check that video. You might have all your answers in that video. All right, Kumar, incident for alias modeler. Alias modeler is different, because alias modeler, it sometimes can be extremely tiring for alias modeler. I know. So in that case, much better smoke your cigarette, go out, get a coffee. Alias modeler, I think that it works well when you take some breaks. On a regular basis. That breaks the routine of being always in front of your screen, and helps you to have a more varied, a bigger variety of activity while you're working. Okay, good, Mohammed. I'm glad that you read you answered to the message. Being in the past to stream, but busy in school. Okay, Jay Wayne, don't worry, it's fine. Happens to me, so that the time I sit and sketch, maybe the mood is nice or something, creating really comes out, but when I do it forcefully, the mood sketch comes out. Exactly, pal, it's exactly that, it's exactly that. I see any live portfolio review anytime soon. Portfolio review, to be honest, I don't want to do it because it's not my work. There is a video of my old portfolio review of my work. You can find here always on this channel, and it is a video that every month is seen by a lot of people, but of other people I don't like, because you have to ask permission. You gotta be very careful about if you guys make bad remarks or comments. So it's it's not a good thing. I think can create some not nice things. What do you think of F1 cars? I love Isaac F1 cars because I love Formula 1 system. It's funny because I made project for my master degree and I stuck, and I have 1.5 week to finish. And I see your live. Thanks. It's maybe helpful to solve it. Yeah, you know what you should do when you are doing this project, for your master degree, and you are stuck. Okay, so don't sketch, but once in a while, even when you watch TV, when you do something else, think what is the thing that is really bothering you, because sometimes we have to really discover what is bothering us and solve that particular thing. Sometimes it's maybe just a part of your project that is not convincing for you. Maybe you need to do some benchmarking to see what other people did. And if that thing, of the benchmarking gives you a hand, maybe you go back on your project and you make a correction. I would do that. Abhishek, how used to tackle stress at the time of project submission? Important. Okay. Well, in Art Center, basically, we were always under stress. But it's true. You work hard, Abhishek, you work hard, and you program, It's not just improvised. At Art Center, we used to program. We had a planning. So when you follow the planning, you do your work, you verify the quality, you check with the people that are in your team or your classmates or the teachers for the feedback. And then maybe you make corrections, but following that planning, you'll never be late. And therefore, the planning is your best friend. And that helps to keep your stress down because you are respecting the milestones. Finally, our design school is starting in offline mode. Excited for my first day at the studio. Okay, that's great, Patil. I'm glad for you. Now I have taken a couple of Udemy design courses. Okay. Udemy. Okay. Trying it. All right. Okay, so I hope that this topic was of your interest. I wanted to talk to you because when I saw that guy stressed out and blocked, I said I better clarify at least my position. Okay, so if I were your boss, your teacher, that's what I would tell you. I would tell you to relax, take a couple of hours or half a day, and then you can always recuperate the lost time. But as I said before, if you give yourself a planning, knowing that from this date to that date you have to do this type of activity, like research and sketching, and then development, and then final development of the final idea, in that way you can structure yourself, and your activity will be much better because you control the activity in that way. You are not just trying to guess what's next. And that takes off a big part of the stress. Okay, good, great, thanks, and I must come back to draw and design cars. All right, good system. Pranit, I'm 18 now and I'm thinking of joining a transportation design university after completing my current course. Currently, I'm a diploma in mechatronics. Wow, what should I do in order to get good possible? Possibly mechatronics, to be honest, I don't know what the hell it is, but it has nothing to do with car design. You are 18 years old, you should have done a bachelor in transportation design right away. It's too bad you are going into some engineering stuff that really has nothing to do with car design. So I'm praying it, you should not do that. That's a classical mistake a lot of people do. Still today. It's years I'm saying this. Not to do that. Okay, because after what are you gonna do? After that you became a mechatronic robotic man, okay? You're gonna do a master, but master is not enough. Who tells you that with a master you become a car designer? Okay, so please, let's do one thing. Pranit, go and check my video that is called Bachelor versus Master in Car Design. There is a video I made a couple of months ago. It's very clear, okay? Very clear. So, watch that video and then you come back to me, okay? Just in case you want some courses for car sketching so that you can start sketching. Okay, Pranit, I understand. Okay, just in case, if you want, I teach online. You could get in contact with me on my chat on Instagram. Write at it if you have different name that you are Pranit Sherry, and I'll explain to you how I give those online courses in video. It's a one by one, okay? It's a face to face for all those who are interested, because I want available spot during the week. So just in case you are interested, you can start sketching with me so that you catch up, okay? A little bit with the sketching, car sketching, which is important to prepare your entry portfolio, which is what I do with a lot of people. Abhishek, for example, that is with us here. Abhishek Sajwan has been one of my ex-student. Okay, so he can tell you. Okay, so any other question? Okay, good. On Instagram, remember, I am Luciano Bove 1. You can follow me. Okay, I've right here. This is my Instagram name. Okay. Drain, do I need high grades to be accepted to car design university or school? I'm a kind of worried, but so far I'm doing good. As I said before at the beginning of this live, it's not a must super high grades, but it's not good low grades. That's clear. So you have to be in the average of high grades to make sure that your grades in terms of prerequisites are correct 100%, okay? All right, so here we are. We had fun with our life, okay, today. I hope you guys, I wish you're gonna have a very good weekend, that you sketch without stress, okay? And if you want to have a better ideas about bachelor and master, check that video, bachelor versus master program, okay? Okay, thank you, bye bye, and have a very good time. I wish to meet you next week here. Bye.